Hey, you
That
guys.
was on. That was on last night.
Hey, you guys.
The Goonies
Hey.
was on and House Party.
What's going on?
And I turned to the Goonies.
House Party.
Right. I turned to
Class
the Goonies.
act.
I
Was it
turned
Class
to
Act
it
or-
was actually House Party.
House Party.
I turned to the Goonies and it was on commercials and I was like, I'm gonna turn to House Party.
House Party 3.
Girl,
I liked Class Act actually. Though.
I did like Class Act too. Wait. What's her name? It wasn't Heather. What the fuck was her name? Not Vivian. Who was the daughter from Fresh Prince?
Hillary.
Hillary.
Yeah.
Right.
Hillary.
Okay, Aries, you already got.
Hi. Hey guys.
Aries
We're
and
about
Taurus
to give you
is
those
fine.
weeklies. That weekly realness.
Honey, with Hillary.
Hillary,
came
Porsche, Porsche,
Right.
Porsche, Porsche. Carlton and Hillary always be
Damn.
arguing about stuff.
out. Right. The two brattiest ones.
Right. Talking about privilege.
Hey, okay. Hey, Scorpio.
Hey
love.
guys, what's going on? We're about to give you weeklies, and I know you're ready for it because we are too.
We are ready.
It's been a juicy time. How's everything going during Virgo? Is every little fickle thing bothering you? Because I know little things have been bothering us. Right?
All the time.
Every little thing, and it's fickle stuff, but it's like real. It's
Right.
like tangible stuff, like schedules and money,
Yes.
and people, relationships.
All the ones.
Oh,
All the
wow.
ones. All the ones.
Okay, look, he's cutting the deck and shuffling and blowing his own mind. Okay.
Right.
Today is the 18th, so that's already
Moon.
emotional struggle. So what are you going through quietly at night? Oh yes, okay, right. And Virgo opposes this day, which is the 18th, which is Pisces.
Mm-hmm. So.
But it's mutable time, so it's like every little thing is affecting all of us
Right.
right now, right? We don't want to be fixed on these little things, but we just can't help it. We just gotta, you ready to go in with this little thing that you can't get over. You won't get over it. Why?
Cancers, are you feeling what your next card is going to be? Because all the first three cards fell out. Aries, Taurus, Gemini fell out. Here we go with Cancer. We're going to put that one down.
While he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle from the botanicals so we can get a themed card for the week.
And for the record, everyone, we have not done Virgo yet.
No, because I always ask, but they probably haven't even tapped in yet. The people who ask that are usually people who come in later.
Right.
But that's funny because we do get that question
That's
a lot.
like the same question every time.
You're feeling like you're not moving fast enough. I did read that. I did see that. And I understand. Virgo is about progression, but there's no point in rushing something because
Right.
Saturn doesn't care.
Girl, you are
Right? Like
you are Earth sign,
you
so
know-
why are you trying to move fast?
It's like she wasn't necessarily a Virgo, but she was saying that she wants to move fast. But I do get it. But with Saturn, it's always like don't matter about the time. It's not about the time, it's about the lessons.
3 ones again.
Yeah, I see 11 and
Come
1
on.
again. Right. Okay. So it is about relating though, because we are getting into Libra. We're literally going to go into Libra season this week. So it'll be interesting to see the transition of oneself and what you think you need versus like looking over and being like, oh, actually I have been too caught up in my
Right.
own stuff.
Right.
Maybe I need to think about my partner too.
Right.
Or maybe I need to think about, relating to my friends and family, right? What's fair in the situation, or maybe you want some justice for something. Maybe you got wrong,
Yeah.
and it's time to get your right rewards. Libra's about that too.
While he's shuffling that, I just wanted to let you guys know that on October 4th in New York City at Caroline's on Broadway, we're going to be reading comics on stage. Comedians Get Read is the name of the show. The tickets are $18, but they're $20 at the door because there's tax included. But if you order or if you purchase your tickets online, that total is going to be about half of that. It's going to be $11. The code, the discount code, is woke AF. It's not case sensitive. Put in whatever you do. Just make sure it's WOKEAF. Okay? And that's going to be on October 4th at Caroline's on Broadway at 9:30 p.m. The comics that we will be reading are Pat Regan, Tori Piskin, of course. There's going to be Monroe Martin. And then we have another girl who got added, Sydney What's her last name?
Oh my gosh, I can't remember off the top of my head.
We'll get back to you guys on that, and we'll post it on Instagram with our next.
We still got some weeks to kind of like promote it for you guys, but we want to get their names out there too, so you can get excited about seeing them and seeing us.
Right.
Like, you'll see us in a different way. I'm a trained actor as well. We're dancers. He went to Juilliard. Right? So we perform. We're performers. So it'll be fun to see this kind of setting in a way that is kind of amplified. We have Venus and Leo, so we are attracted to the stage of life. Right?
It's so funny too because like, you might be 5 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old. You might have watched like, something Comics Unleashed or whatever. You'll be like, man, what would it be like to be on stage at Caroline's or some shit like that? Mm-hmm. And then, bitch, you find yourself there. And you're not even a comic.
It's also very interesting, I think, because a lot of people have this interpretation of this type of thing being very scary. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't want to know and I don't want to find out. And as soon as I find out, it's like when people get the death card or something. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to die, right? It's like, don't go on and on about something that you're not educated about. That's what we're here for. You're not going to die if you get the death card. The death card is very rarely literal.
Child, we got folks in Washington making decisions about shit they don't know nothing about.
But, it's just knowledge is power. But if you don't want to know, then you don't want to know. Right. But knowing is powerful, right? So it's almost like looking at it that way and having light with it. I mean, some of the messages might be serious messages. We have no idea. We've never read these people before.
Right.
So that's very exciting as well to come into the situation. Obviously, there's going to be some comedy around it because their sense of humor is comedy, and we're comic as well. Right. So it'll be entertaining any way you look at it. Yeah. Get that promo code so you can get the discount, and I want to see you there. Right. I mean, don't you want to be there?
Don't you want to hang out with us? Don't you want to have a cocktail or two?
Okay.
And see us read them?
Card of the week. First thing, the Coreopus. Coreopus, which is also like the tick seed. Okay? The tick seed is talking about being always joyful. Right? It's really just talking about appreciating the time in the present moment. Damn. Always joyful. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year.
Mm-hmm. It's a book that I've been reading called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and I'm going to have to get that book to him in some way, shape, or form. It's a quick read, but it says, in part of the book, wherever you go, there you are. Be in the moment.
Being in the moment, right. Which is kind of hard during Virgo season because Virgo's always planning and thinking progressively about things. And then you get caught up on every little thing because you always want to make it better. And it's always got to be better. It can be better, right? What are we doing this way? We're not making it better.
That book is amazing, yeah.
So it's almost like, smell the roses.
Right.
Eat the dessert, honey. Life is short. Work out. But eat the dessert.
It is short. We're going to flip these cards over, but as we're talking to y'all, we're going to be saying some stuff that we can all relate to.
Let me read the inspirational message for the tick seed real quick. You've learned to wither the cycles of life after dark periods. The sun always returns and your spirit is renewed. If you look, you'll find a reason to celebrate each day with an attitude of joie de vivre.
Okay, water signs. Listen to that.
Okay. Wow. Okay, Aries' first card out is a very powerful card.
The world. So there's some completions here and some karmic debt that might be being paid off.
This is a karmic card. This is the card of karma. So this has to do with time as well. It's like, how much time did it take you to get to where you were? How much time is it going to take you to get to where you want to be? You also completed something maybe recently in your life or about to. You changed something. You made a huge shift somehow. And, it could be a happy ending to certain aspects. Like, you're graduating to a new level. This is really a card of graduation.
Right. The world is Saturn, and Saturn rules the pages. So this is talking about phases of completion that have been awaited. It's like you've been waiting for this completion to happen, and when it happens, now you are able to move on to the next phase of growth. Yeah.
I love you guys. I just had to say that right away. It's like, I can feel my energy getting lighter just communicating with you guys. Do you feel it too? Like, it's like, We have all kind of been going through things. I've had a rough week myself, and I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching, Aries. Keep going with the completions that you're having. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus is the Knight of Gabriel. So the Knight of Gabriel says, time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. This is the Knight of Wands. It's funny because we just did a private reading for someone,
Taurus.
And they got this card.
Thank God.
Taurus.
Y'all haven't been really getting good cards lately.
What are you intimidated by in your spirit? So either this is one of two things that could be happening. You know, this could be a higher or lower polarity. Because the Knight of Gabriel, which is the Knight of Wands, is talking about some sudden feelings or sudden passions coming in. It's probably more of the positive kind, because it's like spiritedly, you're like, you want to go in and you want to do it. But it could also be like something just suddenly comes in that makes you feel very intimidated somehow. Someone could be very rude, very crass, even you. Like, this is what it is. We're just going to do it. Let's go. Get in the car and go. Right.
This is a very spiritual card because it really talks about Sagittarius, right? And when there's an opportunity that comes up for a Sagittarian, usually they're going to take it because they know that it's actually going to be a learning experience. And, I mean, do you always have people coming up to you being like, here, take this, it's good?
You like to move You like to move really slowly because you're like a land animal. So this is kind of an opposition and a little bit for you in a sense. You are conjunct to fire. So you are attracted physically. I'm seeing a lot of physical attraction, but somebody might give you some type of news or something, and then it makes you feel more passionately somehow, like warm inside.
Because Sagittarians aren't going to wait comfortably inside the boundaries. They want to actually go beyond the boundaries.
They're not going to do things slowly like you. Maybe you've been moving too slowly. Maybe you need to just do it.
Go for it. Learn from the experience, child. Gemini.
Two of Ariel. Okay.
It's a two.
It's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun.
Multiple.
This is the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. This is Jupiter, and it's Jupiter in Capricorn. So for some Geminis, they could be having obstacles with the beginning of a project. Either like something to do with real estate, or something to do with your job, or you could be having an obstacle with the man in your life, or a man in your life, or the person that you wish was the man in your life, or anything like that, because Jupiter usually symbolizes the man, or Zeus in that sense. Pisces used to be the old ruler, Sag is the new ruler. And this is talking about Capricorn is talking about an obstacle. I can only see one side of it, but I know I need to put work into it to get to the top of it. You know, so it's like these choices here. You need to make a choice, or you have to make some choices this week that have to do with work, real estate, pleasure, relationships.
When I look at this card, it's, you know, trying to make sense of something. It's like when you are on the train, for you guys who live in urban areas, and you pull out that tangled ass headphone cord, and you are trying to get through that headphone cord, and it's taking you like 5 stops to get through it, but you're still going to get through it, right? You're trying to find a way out of a situation by using your resources and your careful planning to actually make the best out of something. This is like trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. It's hard to be legit and still pay your rent, and in the end, I'm trying to find my friends, but they blowing in the wind. A little Tupac for you, and Tupac was a Gemini.
Okay, so then let that simmer.
Hi, London. I did see that message.
Hello.
All right,
Let's
Cancer.
Cancer. Oh.
6 of Raphael, 6 of Cups. You want to read?
Yeah. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. You guys might be feeling nostalgic about something, or you might be feeling very playful about something, right? It's like, in order to deal with your depth that you have, Cancer, you are really deep this week because you got the Sun and Scorpio card in your placement, right? So you're thinking about feelings, any feelings that might have been restricted. You're celebrating those feelings by acknowledging them and letting them transform you in some kind of way. If it's something that you've been fighting against, now you're not fighting against it, so it's not fighting you anymore.
Yeah, this is a 6, so it's related to the lovers, and it's you know, so that's related to Venus and Gemini combo.
Right.
So it could be a Libra in your life, or it could be a Gemini in your life, or it could be just this type of energy, or a Scorpio.
Or plain out Scorpio.
Right, or plain out Scorpio, because this is Sun in Scorpio. So a lot of the times, Cancer is the guardian angel of Scorpio, because nobody understands Scorpio in their scorns like a Cancer. It's like everybody's like, Scorpio keeps hurting us. Scorpio keeps doing all these things. And Cancer's like, I know why.
Yeah.
I know. I know exactly why they do it. Every time they do it.
So a Cancer can
it's
tell you about your situation and the people in the situation and what they're feeling too.
Yeah, this is very deep. I'm trying to read and give you the messages at the same time. Yeah, but this is like, look at these deeper emotions, right? Because there's some deeper feelings inside of yourself that you might even be nostalgic this week and understanding why you're feeling so deeply.
Right. I'm getting put the child to rest. You know what I mean? It's like when your kids are up and you're like, you guys need to go to bed because like you're gonna be tired tomorrow and you're not gonna have a good day at school. So this is saying put those memories to rest that are actually not, you know, purposeful to you right now.
Those are deep. You might be having some really deep dreams, maybe even water dreams, or there's something to do with your sibling or your family even. Like you really are trying to relate in a deeper way.
Absolutely.
Leo. 9 of Raphael, 9 of Cups. Okay, so it's an emotional week for Cancer and Leo. All right, so the 9 of Cups is really, that's Mars in Pisces. So that's really...
Jupiter, actually.
Jupiter in Pisces, sorry. Jupiter in Pisces. Mars in Pisces is 10. Jupiter in Pisces. All right, so that's talking about expanding in deep emotions, right? Also wanting to share. You know, you might want to host something, or maybe you just want to be like a better version of yourself somehow. Like, you know, if you're a husband, this could be a really positive husband card in that sense. You're feeling very loving this week. You want to be more loving somehow. Make a wish. Dreams become reality. A joyful time of life. So you're getting like to a place where you're almost exactly where you need to be with something emotionally. Like you're about to manifest something, Leo. And I know you've been going through, because you got the devil card last week. So there were like restrictions with certain things that maybe are evolving you to realize exactly why you've been going through the things you've been going through.
And now you're not necessarily restricted because you've been going inward and processing your feelings. And you might even want to share those feelings with a male in your life, right? That actually is there day to day. There might be something that needs to be expressed so that you get that level of fulfillment which you seek, Leo. And this is a great card for you because it's saying, you know, whatever you want, you can have. You know what I mean? Just know how to get it.
There's a little bit of opposition going on there because this is Pisces and the 9 is Virgo, and this is the time of Virgo. So you're feeling very deeply about some things, and maybe some of the progressiveness, like some of the orders in life are kind of like daunting a little bit, but you're going to get to exactly where you need to be. So just keep going. There's only one more cup there before you have the 10 stages, right?
That neck popping. She said the hair is swinging.
Yeah, I with my hair back and forth. Actually, I am a Leo too, so this is a very positive card for me.
Yeah, that's his card for the week. Okay, come on, Virgo. Virgo, it's your time. It's time, Virgo.
Virgo, here you go. 3 of Wands. Okay, Virgo, you got Aries this week. This is Sun in Aries, right? So there could literally be an Aries in your life, and this is bringing a lot of awareness to your life. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Wow. Okay, so that's very positive for you. It's saying that the thing that you've been planning, I mean, you're a Virgo.
Right.
So we just broke it down about how you like to organize and plan, and this is literally saying the thing you're planning, you can have. The thing you're planning, it literally, I just read it. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected.
Right.
Wow.
Now,
good for you.
As expected means that you put in the work to get the outcome that you expected. Okay.
Some of you want a lover to come back. There's the possibility of that. Some of you want yourself to come back. Like you want to come back to yourself. You want to get back to a place where you feel good about yourself. Maybe you haven't felt good about yourself and some of the choices that you made. And now you're kind of getting back to a place where it's definitely possible again.
Right. It's almost like you have a need, like the Empress, to express this part of yourself. It's like this part of yourself that you're starting to understand more of. So it's like you want to see what comes out of this understanding. What is going to be this small victory that is going to come out of you realizing that you put in the work to something and that you're actually going to get it back?
The greatest part about this card is that things are opening up. Mm-hmm. So if you were feeling really restricted, like you couldn't do things spiritually even, because you could have things physically and still not feel fulfilled in yourself. You know, you could be rich. It's not about money.
Right.
You can still be you can still feel restricted and be a rich person.
Honey.
So don't think it's about the money.
Look at all of the rich people that we've lost this year due to you know, depression and circumstances that, you know, were of emotional aspects.
Good. You needed to come out of that comfort zone. The possibilities are opening up.
Right.
All right, Libra is going into birthday season this week for you. So that's the end of Virgo. First of all, I'm glad we ended that with you in your season. Don't be scared. Let's see what happens with Libra.
Oh!
Whoa! High
This
Priestess.
is the second time they've gotten this card.
Wow.
2 weeks ago, I think you got it.
Okay. So you intuitively know what's going on. It's interesting. This is a 2 as well.
Yeah.
Right? And the scales, there are 2 scales.
Yeah.
So here it's saying this is really in connection with that in the sense of whatever it is that you intuitively feel, you need to go with your intuition. And that can be really hard for Libra sometimes unless you have strong water placements because you spend too much time dissecting and analyzing everything on the scale. Think about it. When you put something on the scale, 0.73, 0.7 decimals, right? It's like every little thing. Right? So it's like don't do that this week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Right,
don't do that.
Yeah.
Instead, do what you feel naturally and instinctually is right in the scenario. This is very much talking about we, which is really Libra anyway. Because Libra is the first one. Look, Libra's the first one to be like, but I'm here. I'm here though. You know, like
this is very paralleled with Libra energy, but it's on another level, right? It's on a subconscious level.
Right.
And we're in Virgo season right now. We just had a Pisces full moon. This is talking about the ability to ascertain this part of yourself that actually does know certain things that have occurred, will occur, and are occurring.
Right.
You know, look at this detail of how she's made of the water. She's sharing this, right? With people.
It's intuitively free. And this is woman. It's funny because I was talking about man and woman before like yesterday. Man, you know, or the one being the magician, which is very phallic and then very like me, I'm doing this. Men, they have this goal. You wear suits, you accessorize, you go to work, you have this order. Women are like everything else, right? Men are like the land, women are like the water, and most of the earth is populated with females and populated with water, right? So it's like the unknown, the unknowing. It's not about me. It's about we. It's not about I. It's about us. Right? That's what this is.
You definitely can express this energy. What it also is saying to you is that whatever you feel confident that will occur around the time of your birthday, go ahead and allow those things to take shape, right? Don't worry about whether or not what you were inspired to feel divinely is actually going to happen. Just let it happen. It's the divine. Let it work.
Yeah, listen to your subconscious this week. You as well need to be listening to your dreams as well as Cancer and Leo. It's very watery here. So whatever it is, I mean, it's the High Priestess energy. You already know. So don't come asking me all these questions this week. Okay?
Right. You already know, pal.
You already know.
You just want to get that second opinion because you need it. Okay.
I get that. You can come to me. It's fine. providencetarot@gmail.com.
Okay. Virgo.
Not Virgo.
Sorry.
Scorpio. First of all, Scorpio, you got the Scorpio card.
I don't know why I said Virgo.
I don't know why you said Virgo just did.
Those signs look the same though when you write it down, like the little hieroglyphic.
Peace. And this is the death card on the angel deck. This is actually your card.
Let's read it. It's not scary. Release the past.
We did. Wait, first of all, before he even reads it, if you started this from the beginning, we talked about this damn card And we talked about how it can be scary to people. I was like, if you get the death card, we actually love the death card. Scorpio got the death card. We also talked about how Cancer understands Scorpio, and we have Cancer moons. We know Scorpio, honey.
Right.
Okay.
We definitely know. And we both have Saturn in Scorpio. He has Mars in Scorpio.
I know you don't want to be seen.
And I have Pluto in the first
Scorpio
house.
hates to be seen. I want to control it.
Well, child, Cancer definitely sees y'all because they got y'all card in their place. So release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. So this is saying things that you're holding on to that you don't want to change because of your control issues, let them change. Let go of those things.
Transformation.
Right, transformation. If you have kids going off to college or kids starting school that weren't in school before, let that new sense of peace that you might be experiencing being away or from a new change coming in guide you.
It's interesting because I felt my temperament change just then. I don't know if you felt that too, if you're an energy person. And I have a Cancer moon, but I literally felt I went from a place of like really to like, oh.
Right, because
okay.
he needs to hear this too, because he's like, what am I going to do in this situation that he presented to me this morning? And it's like, let go and let God.
Yeah, my Mars and my Saturn are in Scorpio, so my karma is here, right? And my father's a Scorpio, born on Halloween.
Right, mine too. Yeah, the Saturn and Scorpio.
So there's a lot of just learning lessons about my own karma in these deep feelings. Scorpio talks about deep feelings of transformation. This is quote-unquote the death card, and we all have to die. Right. So if you focus on death your whole life, you're never living.
Right.
So it's almost like, just accept. It's almost a card of acceptance.
Right.
Have peace.
It really is.
And allow whatever it is that you feel like you can't control in the situation to happen.
Right. And the higher octane of this is the next major arcana card. But that's Pluto, the judgment card. That's really, you really ain't changing shit. You can't control nothing.
This is also like Scorpio is very much connected to the throat and to the third eye in a lot of ways too. So it's like, really, what are you saying? And what is it that you intuitively know? And think about how your actions affect all and how all affects you.
Right.
Right? Make peace with it.
If you guys are going to the doctor and you need to get some results for something, or you feel like you need to get results for something, just go and do it.
You need to, you need to release the past.
Y'all
I mean, the
rule
first
genitalia,
sentence.
so it's not a joke when you're talking about going to the doctor for anything, really.
Right, right, because you guys can really not listen to certain things because of your emotions, and that's really dangerous.
Right.
Right? You won't eat because of your emotions, you won't talk to people because of your emotions, you won't work out because of your emotions, you won't call somebody because of your emotions.
It's like you know,
you know, like it's like
know stuff, but you're afraid of the confirmation that what you already knew was true. Oh, now I can like acknowledge my feelings. Oh, they're real. Yeah, they are real.
Yeah, and you could be very much fixed on these emotions, and it's like, let the transformation happen. How are you going to accept this death? We going to have to drag you out, or you just going to go to sleep? Okay.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, you got this card last week or a week ago too.
Something like that. Yeah.
Like
That's
if you guys are
recurring
I hope you guys go back and watch the week and the week before, because these cards are recurring. So you're still in this. Interesting. This is the Hierophant. Divine guidance.
Yes,
okay, the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends.
This feels like a work thing. Because if you are like, if you're so unhappy with things that you've committed yourself to, then there's a reason why annulments, divorces, contract breaks, things like that are something too. So it's like, just as quickly as you could be involved in an institution or in a company or in a group of people that come together at the same time, same place, you can also leave that place. You can leave cults. You can leave all kinds of shit. You know?
Yeah, well, all you do is leave stuff.
Right.
Right? So this is really saying maybe not leave it, or maybe look at it, because all you do instinctually is run. Right?
Is it everything that you thought it would be?
So it's very interesting because you are very goal-orientated too. So it could be hinting at you're having a hard time with the routine without having the goal. You know, because Taurus just likes to work, and they know why they're doing it in a very slow way. Where Sagittarius needs to really see the goal.
Right.
Like, this is why I'm getting up and clocking in and getting paid to do this. Are we getting married? Are we together? Is this a relationship? Am I getting a raise? Am I not getting a raise?
Like, Taurus is like, okay, I put myself in this situation. I got benefits. I got this. I got that. I got that. And you're like, oh my God, do you love what you're doing? You're like, I have benefits. I have this and I have that and that. And they're like, wait, but do you love what you're doing? And you're like,
I have. That's what they're thinking about. Because you're thinking about what you have this week.
Sagittarius definitely wants it to be worthwhile. Because it's like, if I've been doing this, and I've been clocking in, and I've been coming to this place, and I've been there, and I've shown you things, and I've learned things, there's good, there's bad. It's like, if you are realizing that it's now time to embark on a new phase of like accepting something else into your life that's going to be a part of a new institutionalization for you, do that, because that's something that Sagittarius can really get into. And this is a religious card, and Sagittarius definitely
it's about higher learning and religion. Yes, absolutely. And the 5 is talking about conflicts in a physical, and maybe looking too much at the physical. You have to look more into the spiritual. And also the 5 is talking about family. So this is a strong week when it comes to family or anything that has to do with a commitment.
Conflict in the family.
Like a physical commitment, right? Like, you know, gatherings, okay? Listen to it, because this is the second time that you got it in less than a month. All right, it's not just about the money, Sag.
Money meaning.
Okay? Page. Oh, Page. Capricorn. Okay. You got a Page, okay? Is somebody's name Page out there?
Right. I was
like, okay. Page of Gabriel. Okay, so Page of Gabriel says, Capricorn, this is for you. Follow your passions! Exclamation point. Look at him standing there.
Hello.
Okay. Follow your passions. You are ready for any challenge. Opportunities for excitement and adventure, right? So here it's saying you're really feeling spirited. This is a very spirited card, right? I want to get up. I want to do it. We should have Q&As. We should.
Oh, yeah.
Like, seriously, you guys are thinking about learning new lessons with your desires. There could be like because Saturn is there and that's your ruler. So this is kind of something you're kind of comfortable with. But you're really maturing, or you need to be maturing in new ways of how you, like why you do the things you do. So now on a lower polarity, some of you could be acting really juvenile in your spirit, like just be popping off at the mouth with certain things, and you need to be thinking about that too. But on a higher polarity, I'm getting like you very much want to learn more about desire and spirit. You know, you guys can be so focused on the physical.
Right.
You don't necessarily, you don't necessarily want to, like, it's not like you're trying to get down to church and pray.
All the earth signs, honey.
Right. But this is really saying, look at the passions and the desires of why you do the things that you do.
Right.
Right. And maybe go back to a place of, like, schooling and learning.
Right. You know, Capricorn does like to see things through, but it's just so like they could get to the pot of gold at the end. Usually, if we're just going to kind of like spread it all out very thin for y'all. But this card is saying like, yeah, I do want to get to the end of something, but like I'm more excited about the beginning too. You know, it's like this person is in the fucking desert. What is there for them to be excited about? But they are.
Wide open spaces.
But they are. They're like, I can create opportunity here. I can do stuff here. It's in me.
Because they're not completely alone. There's an angel there guiding them through it. This is a spiritual card. All the earth signs got spirit this week, which he did say, and we reiterated. Okay, so this is like learn new lessons when it comes to your desires.
Right. What lessons about being passionate and being like having that potent energy of like wanting to.
Right, because this is a card of opportunity. So it's like, it's there for you to learn these new things if you're open to it.
Right.
Okay? No point in being stubborn. It's not really your nature. Okay? Aquarius, you got your card. Like a lot of people are getting their cards, right? Aquarius. you got the star card. I'm gagging.
Y'all better
Kendrick, talk to him because I'm gagging.
Y'all got y'all card. This is talking about being confident in who you are and what you are able to provide for other people.
Yes.
You don't need to be in people's faces, and you don't like being in people's faces.
I whip my head back and forth.
Right.
I whip my head back and forth. Y'all been giving it recently. Like, y'all really have been giving it. So I know you guys have learned some major things since that eclipse happened, that solar eclipse in Leo. Mm-hmm. Was it lunar eclipse in Leo? But it was Aquarius as well.
Y'all got the death card last week, and you know, Scorpio has your card now. So there's some fixed energy going on. Is there a square happening right now between Mars and Jupiter? Not quite, but Jupiter is like at the tail end of Scorpio, and Mars is at the beginning of Aquarius right now. So Mars being in your sign is really telling you to put some effort into being you, accomplishing those goals, and having a comfortable environment to do that in, because it's hard to accomplish goals when you're not in a serene, comfortable environment.
Absolutely. I mean, I see you getting a wish that you want somehow, maybe even this week, or getting some answers to some things, a dream come true in that sense. I want to clarify what I said before, because it was a lunar eclipse. It was a lunar eclipse in your sign, but the sun was in Leo at the time. So that was in August, beginning of July maybe, but the moon was in Aquarius and it was being eclipsed. So there were a lot of lessons that you learned within that opposition of self, your dreams versus your reputation versus what it is that you want for yourself. And I can't stop looking at this card. My midhaven is in Aquarius, and my 9th and 10th house are there too. So it speaks to me too, but it's really talking about having the faith and the spirit to get a desire, right? It's a very beautiful card of strength as well, because it is an 8, right? So it's the Magician, the 1, and the 7, which is Chariot,
strength
which is the
mind, honey. Strength of the mind.
Yeah, you're really possible to get something that you desire, right?
Child.
Very positive card.
That. Let's go to Pisces, see what they got.
Okay, Queen of Ariel. Okay, Pisces, the Queen of Ariel is talking about your need to express. You know, you really want to express yourself, right?
Golden, honey.
You're also thinking about some of your duties, like your everyday life of duties. Let me go back real quick, because I know I didn't read you the message. Let me read the message, Aquarius, real quick. It says, a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. Let me just solidify that.
Right.
Now read the message for Pisces.
So, Queen of Ariel says, nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Practical and wise advice. This is good for Pisces too, because you guys are water, so that is raining right now. It's just been raining all day. It's mutable energy. The moon was in Sag. Now we're in Virgo energy. It's just so much. So for you Pisces, you do need to get grounded right now, especially before we get into Libra season, right? I mean, that's compatible energy with you. But focus on what really matters this week for you guys, Pisces. Try not to let these little fickle things seep in and distract you, because you're easily distracted. You know, you guys are very all in, but sometimes you're all in for the wrong reasons. Yeah,
you do get very caught up in like the petty emotions, kind of. It's like you get distracted and you think like, why she do that thing? You know, Pisces is always thinking somebody's out to get them.
Right.
Right. When you put your hand in water, fish scurry away. You might not even be thinking about the fish. Maybe you was going down there to get a diamond, but there are fish down there, and they think you're coming to get them, so they're going to try to get away from you. Oh my God! The hand is in here. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you get really easily disrupted by things that aren't. It's like you're scattered emotionally, whereas Gemini is scattered mentally. Right? So it's like you get too fed up you get too caught up in the emotions and the intentions and all that stuff. And it's more like you also might be feeling really bogged down by some duties you feel like you might be obligated to, or people put duties on you.
Right.
And you know, you're kind of like you want to express yourself more in a practical way, or you have expressed yourself more in a practical way. And at the beginning, it's like the beginning of conflict sometimes with the Queen of Pentacles, because it's the realization, because she's associated with the Empress, that you need to express something in a physical way.
Yeah. You know, with this card being here, it's like If you allow yourself to take the appropriate steps to really focus on what matters, then you'll actually get more out of the situation, right? Stop wasting time on things that don't need to be acknowledged. Yeah.
For some of you, you're getting the proof of exactly what it is that you needed possibly this week, which is good. Like some of you wanted to be called the girlfriend or the wifey, and that's happening this week. Some of you wanted to have the raise, or some of you wanted to be seen as the queen that you really are, and that is possible for you this week.
Right. Another thing, sorry, but you know, you guys really want things to be treated fairly, kind of like Libra, but you want to feel good about it as well. So it's like, you want to be able to allow yourself to be influenced by what it is that you need from other people. Give them that same thing, Pisces. Right?
This is good, though. You know who you are in the situation, whatever the conflict is or beginning of the conflict is. So you feel very like, it's not like you don't feel good about yourself, but you could be feeling burdened by duties, earthly duties. Because traditionally she's holding that pentacle in her lap. So that could be a product of something. If it's just an animal or paying rent or a child.
Whatever the duties are,
or you know, your husband, anything, right. Whatever the duties are, they're important.
Right. So stop being like, but I feel like this because I have to do this.
Right. It's like, do it. Do it. You're going to feel even better that you did it. You're going to be like, I did that.
Right.
And look at that plant grow now that I've watered it.
Right.
Okay. Let's do a quick recap. This was juicy. All right. So major week for Aries, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. Okay.
Right.
Aries, go ahead with this completion of self because it's karmic. You're graduating from one form of your life, transforming over into a new form.
Taurus, don't be intimidated by opportunities when they take you outside of your comfort zone. Go after them.
Gemini, it's a two of pentacles, so there's some decisions to be made. You're in a waiting period, but it's the beginning of the waiting period. You might be seeing an obstacle there, but you want to put the work into the mountain. Maybe a mountain just started, and you just need to go ahead and start climbing it, because once you get to the top, you're going to feel great.
Right. Cancer, you're looking towards harmony to feel better, right? So how are you going to harmonize your life at the same time you are acknowledging things that have happened to you?
Moonstone. Okay, Leo. All right, so you know, if you're thinking about whether you're the one or, you know, you are to someone else, that's definitely a possibility because it's beneficial for you. Jupiter in Pisces is really a great position for a husband card. Also, you could just be very much wanting to share emotionally, or you're coming to an accumulation of something that you've been feeling and you're about to manifest it. It's not quite there, but it's almost there. So keep going with all the little details of the progressions that you're having physically so that you can feel even better inside.
Right. Virgo, the Three of Wands is telling you that you've been waiting for something to be successful, and all you have to do is just expect for the success to come back and return, as long as you put the amount of work in it that warrants success.
I know it's hard for you, Libra, but this is not the week to analyze. It's not. It's the week to free your mind up, to meditate, to listen to your emotions about how you feel about something. I feel this way about it. I feel good. I don't feel good. Break it down. Get real base with it. Stop thinking overthinking and listen to your intuition because you do know where your happiness lies.
Right. Scorpio, you got the Peace card this week, so that's really asking for you to see the stability within letting go of things that you cannot control, right? You'll become more emotionally stable, and you'll realize and be like, wow.
Yes. Okay, Sagittarius, once again, you've got the Hierophant, so it's talking about divine guidance. So you're naturally spiritual, and you're the last of the fire signs. So if you're not looking at your spirituality and your desire, this is the conflict, flat out first thing. You need to be thinking about why you do the things you do. And if there has anything to do with family this week, you need to call your family. You need to talk to your family. You need to resolve these conflicts within your family.
Right. Capricorn, be excited when you're giving a new lesson to learn, right? You don't want to feel like, oh, well, I'm not giving all the tools that I need to make this work, so I'm not going to make it work. Let it work for you.
Aquarius, you got yourself this week, which is the star card, one of the most beautiful cards. It's talking about spiritual exaltation as well. So if it's about planning and getting to oneself, you felt like you had to cut the fat away and just think about what it is that you truly desire. Maybe you're wondering if you should take a risk. This is a great week to take risks because it's saying that it's definitely possible to get your dream come true. If that's a person or a job or a goal that you have in mind. If you want to start a new business, do it.
Pisces, stop being so emotional and be more practical. You do realize that if you acknowledge every single feeling that you feel, every single time you feel it, that's going to be overwhelming. You're overwhelming yourself.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget that the flower of today, the tick seed, make sure that you are always joyful and you stay present in things. Sometimes we're too goal-orientated. This is a capitalistic society and trying to make that dollar and trying to do this, that, and the other, that you're not smelling the roses. You're not having that good meal. You're not eating the dessert. You're not really looking at your lover and saying that you love them. You're just expecting them to know. Stop.
Right.
And say that I love you.
Absolutely. So you guys, if you need a reading from us, email providencetarot@gmail.com. You'll get both of us. We are doing a special for the end of the summer. It's 30 minutes for $40 with an individual reader. If you want 2 readers, it's going to be more. So email providencetarot@gmail.com. You can email Dale at providencetarotdale@gmail.com to get that reading with him. And you can email me at providencetarotKendrick@gmail.com to get that reading with me. Also, we're going to be at Caroline's on Broadway here in New York City on October 4th at 9:30 p.m. doing Comedians Get Red, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want tickets to that, you can find the link to that on our Instagram, any of our Instagrams.
Providence Tarot IG is the best one to
Right.
go to because it's the business Instagram.
Right.
But I'm at Blue is True and he's at NYC Kendrick. But yeah, it's going to be on October 4th at 9:30 p.m. Tickets at the door are $20. Tickets with the promo Woke AF, not case sensitive, is $12. And you get to see us live. You can talk to us after, possibly. You know, maybe even have a drink with us or something.
Right.
You know, I'm sure it's going to be fun, and you'll get to see us in a new light, right? It'll be fun. It's comedian, so you're not going to be laughing.
Right. All right, y'all.
All right.
Thank you.
It was a very interesting week. I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.